Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Charlotte Hornets. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl-Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Bridges for three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForest courtside. Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Rollins. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Pushing it tomorrow.
Left side. And the rejection by Giannis.
You got to know where Giannis is at all times, especially
we can play tomorrow.
Around the goal.
And the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
And there's the foul.
I'm going to work after I play this game. I kills anyone to work.
That's his first foul.
Shut up. Ain't nobody watching no film.
Here's Giannis. Rebounded by Hart. And here are the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Towns. Turner with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Harris. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Shut up.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
They're outside.
Shut up, body count.
This has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And that one drops for him. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bucks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and
you ain't got no 2K games. Did you send me your computer games?
Their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Yeah.
Now here's Towns.
Oh, okay.
This is the lane. He had him with that bump fake. Turner with it. Now guarded by Towns. They're outside. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound in the
Shut up. Ain't no professional dunk.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one hand on the word tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Shut up. Stay out of this, Sleepy. Ain't nobody rushing. Nobody asked you to say anything, Darren.
For the Milwaukee Bucks.
Want to be a troll. Shut up. Nobody gives a fuck about your Patriots.
Picked his pocket. Alvarado with it. Now Green defending.
Shut up.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dadier.
All that dancing you doing.
Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Trent can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Dadier. Rebound, Milwaukee. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Turner. At Giannis.
Horrible.
Robinson pulls it in. To the middle. And stolen by Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Hart, wide open, he fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And Portis throws it down.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Porter, such a terrific athlete, making it look easy as he takes off and jams it down.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Alvarado. Inside. And finished off by Robinson.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
It's stolen. There's the triple. Nice D from Porter. On offense here, the Bucks. This one for three. And Dadier pulls it down.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
There we go.
Traps in the tray. Porter's got 7 points.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Colorado with it. Nothing on the board. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trail by 3. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
18.
On the wing, Turner. Stolen by Anunoby. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Major force from Mikal Bridges there.
Porter inside. And Turner throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for the Knicks.
We'll take that.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Brunson with a clean look. Off target with his 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Buries it from three-point range. Porter's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bucks.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Bucks leading by 3. Right wing. Here's Rollins. No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
And stolen by Hart. Pass to Bridges. Banked in off the glass. Bridges got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Brunson. Nice. Brunson working inside.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Love to see Towns making plays like this. He stole the ball and knew to start the fast break.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Brunson right side. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 7-point New York lead. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And Porter, here we go.
Clearly, Porter Jr. is fired up right now. He's not holding anything back on the offensive end, letting it all hang out.
Brunson curling in. And the rejection by Giannis. Takes the three. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby outside. Down low. Hart outside. Shot clock at 5. And Hart throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Here's Brunson. Nice move. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's Rollins. Towns with the steal. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Porter. Brunson outside. From the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Let's hear it for all the answers. Substitution on the court.
Now, Alvarado. Scoreless thus far. To the inside. And stolen by Portis. There's Kuzma. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Out to Kuzma. Prince the screen. Pass to Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. New York with the ball. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Back to Alvarado. Right side Robinson. 4 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
The Bucks trail. Trent outside. On the wing, Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McBride. Good work defensively by Trent.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Inside. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Give credit where credit is due right there. Terrific assist.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Knicks leading by 4. And
The Knicks. 37.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Bucks trail by 4. Out to the wing. Here's Kuzma. Hits it from three-point range.
3 points.
Kuzma's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Milwaukee. Here's Shamet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Good, and a nice assist from Prince.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Count it. Clarkson's got his first points in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
A putback. Pass to Antetokounmpo. From downtown. Hits the three-point bomb. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clarkson outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. She's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. Pass to Hart. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Down low.
Turner almost impossible to shoot over. Excellent contest.
And he can't jam it through. Trent left side. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, that has some truth to it.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Now Trent lets it go. Showing off the post moves right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Bucks leading by 4. And here's Porter. Outside Harris. The 3 is off. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now Turner. Shot clock at 6. Porter buries the deep ball.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some
Damn
threes.
it. Good shit.
1 to go.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town. Helps him come through when the game gets snug. There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
On the wing, Turner. Outside Portis.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
Now Brunson. Porter with the steal. Portis with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Trent.
One of the top sharpshooters in the league, Gary Trent Jr. The guy you kind of expect to be at around 40% or better from deep.
It's the first that puts them up by 5.
Of course I'm here both shots.
It's a 6-point ball game.
Of course.
Those free throws right there now give them a little bit of breathing room.
And he gets the whistle.
3 seconds.
3-second call.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there.
It should have been happened. It's more like 6 seconds.
And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Porter. Porter double team. Harris fires. And did the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Downs down low. Oh, what a play inside.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money.
Unbelievable.
His teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Porter. Just 5 to shoot. That's off.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
the Bucks, who come out on top here.
It was 0.3 seconds. You didn't have no time to get nothing off. What are you talking about? 0.3.
To take a road game like this and
All you had time for was to inbound the ball.
And that about wraps it up.
Good game, though. I told you I'm going to work. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Yeah, this sleep. You had to go to sleep with that L tonight, my brother. Yeah, put the L under your pillow, man.